He's one of the most soulful and expressive guitarists to ever grace a stage. David Gilmour, the man whose tone could make a single note speak louder than an entire solo. For decades, Pink Floyd's music carried not just sound, but feeling. And behind those sounds was Gilmour's heart, shaped by the legends he admired. In rare interviews and quiet moments of reflection, Gilmour opened up about the six guitarists who truly inspired him, those whose playing shaped his art and his soul. So today, on Legends Uncovered, we're exploring the six guitarists David Gilmour truly loved the most.
Number 6. B.B. King. When David Gilmour spoke about B.B. King, his respect was undeniable. He often said that King's guitar didn't just play notes, it spoke to you. What drew Gilmour to B.B. King wasn't speed or flash, but emotion. Every bend, every pause, it had meaning. Gilmour once mentioned that when he listened to B.B. King, he learned how to say more by playing less. That influence shaped his own phrasing, the kind that made solos in songs like Comfortably Numb so unforgettable. Number 5. Eric Clapton. Few names come up as often as Eric Clapton when Gilmour talks about early inspirations. He admired Clapton's work from his days with Cream and John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers. Gilmour once said that Clapton's tone during the mid-60s was the sound every guitarist wanted. He respected how Clapton could balance blues emotion with rock energy, something Gilmour would later bring into his own Floyd-era style. While their paths rarely crossed musically, Gilmour's admiration for Clapton was rooted in pure musicianship, the kind that inspired a generation. Number 4. Jeff Beck. When it came to Jeff Beck, Gilmour's admiration ran deep. He called Beck a genius of touch and tone, a player who could make a guitar cry, whisper, and scream in a single phrase. Gilmour and Beck came from the same generation of British guitarists, but Gilmour often said that Beck had something magical, something no one else could quite capture. Beck's fearless creativity pushed boundaries, and Gilmour respected him for never playing it safe. Even in later years, Gilmour said he'd listen to Beck's performances just to feel inspired again. Number 3. Jimi Hendrix. No surprise here, Jimi Hendrix was, for Gilmour, a revelation. He once described the first time he saw Hendrix perform in London as a moment that changed everything. Gilmour said Hendrix had such complete control over his guitar that it felt like the instrument was alive. He wasn't just impressed, he was mesmerized. Gilmour even admitted that after seeing Hendrix play, he felt both humbled and inspired, realizing that rock guitar had entered a whole new world. It wasn't imitation that followed, it was inspiration. Hendrix showed Gilmour that expression mattered more than perfection. Number 2. Pete Seeger. This one surprises many. Before electric solos and stadium lights, Gilmour was a folk lover. He credited Pete Seeger, the folk singer and activist, as one of his earliest influences. In his teenage years, Gilmour said Seeger's records taught him about melody, storytelling, and the emotional weight of music. That foundation helped him develop the ability to speak through sound, a trait that made his guitar solos feel like human voices. Without Pete Seeger's gentle influence, the emotional depth of Pink Floyd's music might have never existed. Number 1. Hank Marvin of the Shadows. And finally, at the top of Gilmour's list, Hank Marvin of the Shadows. For a young David Gilmour growing up in Cambridge, Hank Marvin was the hero. That clean, echoing tone, those melodic lines, it was the sound that made Gilmour fall in love with the guitar. He once said, "When I first heard Hank Marvin, I knew what I wanted to do with my life." Marvin wasn't just an influence, he was the spark that lit the fire. Even decades later, Gilmour credited Marvin for inspiring his pursuit of tone and emotion above all else.
Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.